Alright, I've got a color change for Crossguards. So there is a separate style library, and within the library you'll see styles for the main blade and then styles for the side blades. So the biggest difference is the side blades, they have an ignition delay, which you can adjust, and then they're not affected by like blast and clash and lockup. So they'll stay normal while the main blade gets those effects. I'll just run through a few of them. There are different versions of each, so you can get different starting colors. Take a look through the library, see what you like. So this is my unstable style, but now it has color change on it, and this is using color scroll. So color scroll is an effect. It allows for two different methods of color change within the same preset. So there's the on the fly, which for me is just a click to change. And you can run through, there's 12 colors set up. But then there's also scroll mode. So scroll mode is activated for me with an aux and a twist. If you're using SA22C's buttons, I believe it's a power and a twist. But scroll mode will actually just run through the same colors, but it's continuous. So it's like a quick back and forth twist, and then we enter scroll mode, and now it'll just cycle through the colors, and it'll continue to cycle. So you can leave it like this if you want. Or when you get to a color you like, you actually just select out of this scroll mode. So I'll get it back around the red, and I'll select, and that'll lock red in. And then all the colors, all the styles, they also have dual lockup. So that means it has the localized lockup. But then also there's the force lightning lockup now. So this is the unstable with color scroll. So it has it's available up on the library. And then here's another popular one for cross saber blades. This is a fire blade. So this also has color scroll on it. So again, 12 colors. So, and then once again, it's got, you can do the on the fly color change. Or you can enter scroll mode and just let it go through. And then anytime from scroll mode, if you get to a color you like, you can lock it in. And you can go in and out of scroll mode as often as you like, so it's not like a one-off. And then within here, of course, you get your localized lockup, your force lightning lockup. So all those are available. But this is just another color scroll mode. This one just uses a fire blade as the base. So this is a different use for color change. This is just an effect change. So this is what I'm calling my Kylo blade. So it has 3 different Kylo blades in it. So the first one will be my unstable. So this one doesn't actually change colors. All it's going to do is change effects. So it starts out with my unstable, with localized lockup, with the force lightning. But then when I go to color change, and this is on the fly only, it will actually change the unstable effect. So now it's going to go to a brown noise flicker. It's a little less unstable. It's also a little bit brighter blade. So it gives you an option. And then there's a third option if you wanted to just change out to fire. So that'll change now to a fire blade. So within the same preset, I can actually have 3. You could do more, but for this one I built the 3 effects that I usually use for Kylo. But you can just change them on the fly. So you can go, if you're in an event or if you're just playing around, you can just change out what effects you want for your Kylo blade without having to go through presets. And then I'll cycle back to my unstable, which is obviously still my favorite, but just gives you options. So right now I've only got red built out. I will build out other colors. I just have a lot I'm trying to build for the library. But this one I'm just calling my Kylo effect change. And this is a Koran horn style. So this is a dual phase, but I've built it out for Crossguard. So what this does is this actually uses a color change fade. Or no, wait, this one uses color change, but it has the change spark, which is an effect in between. So when I go to change colors, you'll get a quick hump flicker, and then it'll go to purple. So it starts out silver, goes to purple. You can change the colors if you want, but it's just another use of the color changing. So you don't have to do 12 colors. You don't have to do a bunch of effects. You can just do something simple. And then this is going to be the full spectrum version. So this does 12 colors, and it also does 10 effects. And it does these using 2 different methods. So on the fly is color change. So you cycle through your colors. And right now it's running just an audio flicker. Now if I want to change my effects, I'm going to go into scroll mode. And now it'll go through different effects. So that's a rain blade. Oh, I'm sorry, this is a dual. So I've got a rain blade and, so you'll see the rain blade, and I can still change colors. And then I can also lock in when I'm on the color I want. Oops. And that'll just run the rain blade, and then changing colors on it. So this should be, oh, this is Pull to the Darkness. I've got so many styles on this one. So Pull to the Darkness, everybody's familiar with. This is now Pull to the Darkness on demand. And what that is I can change from Ben's blue into Kylo's unstable red at any time now, just using color change. And this has a fade effect. So it will slowly fade into the unstable red. But unlike the original Pull to the Darkness, which only did it once, this will let you go back and forth. So I can go corruption into unstable red, and then if I want to have a redemption, I can go back to Jedi blue. And there's different Jedi colors I've built out, so you don't have to just use the blue. There's a few different options available in the library, but this is also up there. So just one more time, change into my unstable red. And you can change it as often as you like. You can go back and forth as much as you like. And they all have the localized lockup, the force lightning lockup. So that's all built in. And this should be the full spectrum. The earlier one wasn't. So this should be 12 colors and 10 effects. So we'll get the color change with the on the fly. And then we can do the effect change with scroll. So that's my unstable. And then it's got a hump flicker. It's got a pulse. It's got a brown noise. Random per LED. Fire. Then there's a faster fire. Rain blade. The rainbow. And there's background audio flicker. And while it's changing effects, I can also keep changing colors. So you're not limited to watching just your effects change. You can mix and match as you go. And that scroll will keep happening until I select the effect I want. So when I get back around to an effect I like, we'll get to unstable. I can lock that in, and now I've got my unstable effect. And then again, because there's 2 different methods, so the scroll mode does the effects, and then on the fly is doing my color change. So now I can keep changing my colors if I want. Get back around to my red. And then within this style, of course, every color has the built-in localized lockup and force lightning lockup. So those are all built in. But this is the ability to change colors and effects separately, and it's under the library called Full Spectrum. And there's actually a bunch more. So definitely check out the library. But now we've got Crossguard supported as well for everyone.